Just a quick audio check. All right, hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome on in. Kick that back down a little bit. Hey, hey, how are you? Let me... Does this change that? Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just turn this down. There we go. That works pretty good. Actually, let's do... that one. I don't know where I want to start. All right, so... we'll figure this out in a second. And we'll just start here. All right, we're gonna have a studio day today, so I got a bunch of stuff I need to do. First, I need to get some work going on one of my apps that I've been building, and then I'm gonna do some photography. And in fact, let me get Lightroom up here. So I've got some projects I've been wanting to work on for my Instagram, which, by the way, I just hit 500 followers on Instagram. Thank you so much for everybody that gave me a follow there and continues to follow. I appreciate all of you. Today, what I'm going to do, I've noticed, you know, as I've been going on, some of the content that works a little bit better there. So today what we're going to do, I'm going to set up the photography studio. I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of some stuff. And then we'll work on, we're going to do some focus stacking. So if you're not familiar with how to do focus stacking, hang out for a while. I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty easy. You can Google it. That's how I learned it, but it's a cool technique, and it lets you, how do I say this? You can take pictures at a lower f-stop, so you get that nice, like, blurry background, but you can also get all the pieces of your miniature in focus, which is super important. It looks really much better that way. And then also worth noting, it's really good if you're doing multiple models. Like sometimes, if you've ever done miniature photography and you've got several different models all together, you'll probably notice it's really hard unless you get to a really extremely high f-stop to get everything in focus. And I find that really annoying. And so the focus stacking is another great way to get around that. What I'm going to start off with, though, I've been building a couple of apps. So the one that I've got right now is... I've got my break screen, which I need to do some enhancements on. I've had some ideas of some things I want to do to make that better. But this morning I had an idea. I was watching another channel and I was realizing, oh, I'm missing an important feature from my gallery, or at least I think I am. So I was going to go explore that really quick. And then we'll get into some photography. So how's everybody doing on this beautiful Tuesday morning? No, it's not Tuesday anymore. It's Wednesday. Oh my gosh. This is a problem with being unemployed. You start to lose track of what day of the week it is until your friends are off on the weekend, and then you at least know it's a weekend. Let's see. Let's open a folder. Where are my coding projects and my stream break? There we go. And for those of you that don't know, I do use Claude and Anti-Gravity for my coding. I've been meaning to put like an AI statement on my Twitch stream, and really the goal there is that AI is here whether we like it or not. I don't love everything about it. Obviously, I lost my job to it. So they shifted budget from my role over to paying for AI tools. And you think that would make me a big hater, but the truth is, especially when it comes to simple coding tasks, it's just far more efficient. Um, when it comes to larger coding tasks, you need humans in the loop. You need people that understand the business context. You need people that understand the technical trade-offs. But for especially smaller stuff, it's really just far too efficient nowadays. And so, there are some places where I don't like AI, but I still think we have to use it. Art is one of them. Unfortunately, even if you go try to pay a human artist right now to do AI, to do art for you, there's a lot of scammers out there that are just going to give you AI art anyway. So, be really careful for that if you're trying to, utilize a human. So know your artist. But for like simple stuff, especially doing like ideas, things like that, it's really quick and easy to just spin up something with AI. I don't think that really gets rid of the joy of human art. I think where human art is really more interesting nowadays is physical items. Like you paint a painting, you put it in a gallery, you go buy it and put it on your wall. I think that's really what human art should have always been about anyway. Like I always felt kind of weird, and in fact I've got a painting behind me that we bought from somebody that I bought it, I was super excited, and I realized it was just a print. And I don't know, prints are fine, but at the end of the day, I think physical art is going to continue being really super important. All right, so that's enough of my AI spiel. I'll codify that into something on my Twitch stream here eventually, but for now, let's go to screen sharing. Let's build some new context. All right. Oh, darn it, this is stream break screen. Stop it. I meant to be in Better Stream Gallery. All right, take two. I'm trying some new music as well. Let me know what you think about it. So far, I'm not liking everything that they're doing, but that's okay. It's kind of weird, but it is DRM free, so I've been having a lot of problems lately. A lot of this stuff, even though it's old trad music, is still hitting DRM stuff. All right. And then while that's running, let's take a look. Type field, image, video, and render logic that creates image or video accordingly. Currently, slide duration timer. I'm going to scope this out properly. Yes. This should be pretty quick, and then we'll get this all updated. So this will accept videos. One thing I don't do a lot of on my Instagram is create video content. So that's something I need to do as well. I know the algorithms nowadays really try to push everybody towards short form videos. Fit in the gallery. Yep, mixed in. Always muted. Slide duration. The cards film strip. Yep, I like that. And there's one other feature I want to add to this as well. We'll do that after we update this. Video saved to existing index database cache. Data layer, image video. Today each item is URL name blob, URL name blob type. Yep, so we know if it's an image or a video. Extensions, we just add MP4, WebM, and movie. Folder picker accepts files in either. Yep, all right, let's ship it. Yep. Each display lot, hard codes, image class, gallery image. Element per item. Gallery image, source equals item URL. Video. Hold on, load. Both keep the image gallery. Okay. Yep, no special advance. When a slot scrolls off, its video should pause and drop its source. Yep, so it'll free the decode resources. That is right. Full design. Nope. Let's build it. Okay, while that's starting to build, I'm gonna go back over here. I got a couple things to do with my camera and my Lightroom really quick. Where are we at? Yes. Slot 1, slot 2. It's in here somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna have to just Google it. Sorry for the noise there. Man. Sometimes cameras hide the simplest things in the hardest places. Between. Oh, okay. Let's see if this actually works. Menu, shoot tab. I think that's the shoot tab. Record media settings. Sort. Okay, slot 1, slot 2. So what I'm trying to do is make it so my photos go to one card, my videos go to the other. That makes it a little easier when I work in Lightroom. So that's, I think, done. I think that's the way that it needs to happen, so that's good. What's the next thing that I wanted to do? Oh yeah, let's reformat my memory card because I just want to start from blank slate. Menu. Media formats. And then find my other memory card. Okay, everything's formatted. That's a good start. Don't throw that in my cup of coffee. Let's see where we're at now. Spec written. Please review. Let me know if you want. No, just go ahead. Oh, hey, I heard that. I was looking at these pictures thinking, what the hell was that? So let's see what I want to do. None. I'm gonna have to Google this too. Oh, darn it. Open import dialog. Preferred destination. Is that all that is? I don't want a source, I want a destination. Maybe I have to have a picture. All right, I'll mess with that in a minute. All right, so we're gonna go back here, try to get this gallery updated really quick, and then we'll start taking some pictures. Pause, release, shatter, thumbnails, sub-agent. All right, well, while that runs, I swear I was just here. Oh, I know what I need to do. Where's my remote? There we go. All right, so let's start getting things set up here. So what we're gonna do, I've got some focus stacks I still want to do on the fantasy models I've been doing. Probably a couple of action scenes. and then we'll see what else is fun. Oh gosh. This is just one of the backgrounds I painted for. It's just a quick watercolor. It's a little washed out with the lights, unfortunately. There's another one. Let's see if I can fix that. Which one is desk? That's a little bit closer to natural color. Afraid that was happening.
I've been living in paradise, and no more waiting on you tonight. And my dreams will never ever die. Can you feel that spark in our bones tonight?
Trying to get the blue in the background. Well, apparently this just needs to charge.
know that you're gonna be there by my side. If I lose myself tonight, I'm gonna reach higher up into the sky.
Blurry. Not sure why that camera won't focus. That's interesting. That should be a little better.
Day turns into night, and the order of the world fades in your eyes. But you make my worries go. You talk to me. You promise simple memories, and the pain in those eyes. I'm on a railroad. I'm on a road, feeling so habitual. It's alright. It's alright.
Unfortunately, I didn't charge my turntable, so... But I need one video. Let's see if I can go find one.
Rain begins to fall, and the secrets we told hide in the cold. But you make my world
There we go. Okay, that actually should work pretty well.
But not enough, 'cause I'm right back in the palm of your hands, and I don't even understand. All this time, but nothing changes. Why don't we feel like strangers? Thought you had forgotten me. I was finally finding peace. Now we're walking down the same streets. Got your hands in your pockets, like always. Saying everything that I ever wanted, honest. But I think you're too late. You're too late. But I think you're too late. Red light, you know I'm cautious. Apologize for how you were.
We'll let that go for a sec. Oh gosh. Somebody else to ban. Goodbye.
But I should learn from the past. All this time,
Let's see. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to import that video. Let's see. I should actually be able to just go.
now we're walking down the same street.
Let's just use the creator app.
Pockets, like always. Saying everything that I ever wanted, honest. But I think you're too late. If it was so special, why'd you let me go? If it was so special, why'd you wait this long to let me know? All this time, but nothing changes. We should go back to strangers, saying everything that I ever wanted, honest. But I think you're too late.
Right, so I'm gonna import that onto my phone here. Then I'll put it in Dropbox, and that'll make it easier to move over. So this will be two useful things we'll get from this. One, we will, let's see. One, we'll be able to test our change to the gallery application that I just built. And the other is we'll have something we can put up on Instagram. And then we'll get into the more interesting stuff. Dropbox. What do we want for Instagram? Let's create a new one. Create folder. Upload. No, today. Upload. Okay, so while that's running, oh, actually that isn't done yet. Okay, so that's fine. We got the first video. In fact, actually, let's do a quick. So this is what we've got. Oh, it popped into focus. That's a little annoying. I could probably fix that with a wider f-stop. Darn it. Okay, that's not super useful. There's two different ways I can access these, and neither of them are convenient. I wonder if I should just try it in manual focus mode. So this is with the manual focus. Yeah, I think starting with this giant model is probably a challenge, but that's okay, because really, I don't need this to be perfect. I just need this coding task to finish up. And then we can do a quick test. So actually, while we're doing that, We'll try this. I'm just doing a quick review of the project here. Import this next video. And then it's going to be time to hail hydrate. Okay. Fourth time is the charm. For insta. Alright, code review passed. I saw it fixed a couple bugs, so that made a couple mistakes that it caught. Right now I don't have this running a test suite. If this was a bigger production app, I'd have a software testing skill and probably go and actually audit the test that it was running, but this is not really necessary for something this tiny. Push. Okay, so let's go see how this came out. It's not even in focus at all. What is it? Alright. Why not? Why is it not in focus? So while this is a macro lens, it has, I think, an 11.5-inch working distance, something like that. Which really, I should be under, but if you're within that focal distance, it won't focus properly. So let's see if this one fixed it. Yes, I know, reconnect to the camera again. Nothing here is browser verified. Yep, we're gonna browser verify that right now. So what we're gonna do Let's add a source. Let's add a browser source. That is a slideshow. And then we're going to interact with that browser source. Interact. And we're going to go change the folder to videos. That's not working. Okay, that works. Oh, yeah, I see another problem here. So that's okay, that. Slideshow. Let's stop showing this for now. We can go away. One more clue. So like somewhere in our logic, we're not actually recognizing image files, especially when you upload them. And so it's probably just not uploading the files properly. So we'll mess around with this for a few more minutes. Take a quick water break, and then we'll go into photo mode. And see if I can get some decent photos out of this today. Oh, that's right. That one was actually bad. One thing I'll eventually have to get better at is ensuring that I know exactly where the center point is of that thing. I need to measure that out and mark it so that I get things, they don't spin off axis. Did I not import that file? I want to import. What extension are your videos? They are MP4s. Oh, why would you not? Let me double check. You know what? Let's do this. I wonder if the problem is just that I have a cached version of the project. So in order to validate that, we need to go to Better Stream Gallery and we need to find index.html and we need to open that in a browser, and then slideshow we will and let's just see if it was user error. Oh crap. All right, let's turn this off. Yeah, we're running out of time. I think we're just gonna have to leave this half done. We'll finish it up later. But really quick. So in this folder, let's create a new folder, and then let's take one of the shorter videos that we already created. View list. No, view details. What's the smallest one? 13 seconds. All right, be right back. Why are you not seeing the photos I just...
So if I don't make it back in time, please stay by my side. Stay by my side until I break these chains.
Alright, let's create a new folder. Okay, let's see. Detect skip warn. We'll just warn on import. Alright, so back to the focus stacking. So we finally got there. Let's go import from our camera. Cancel. Oh boy. So I've had this thing lately. I don't know. I gotta go see what to do with Lightroom. For some reason, when it's importing photos, it's automatically applying crop and a bunch of crap to stuff, and I don't know how to make it stop. No, alright, that seems to... No, yeah, see, it's got a massive crop that it's putting on everything. Which I probably want some of, to be fair. I googled it once, couldn't find anything specific that I felt would help. Come on, crop settings, where are you at? Oh, aspect 101. We're gonna sync crop, yes. Oh. All right, so let's do this really quick. Just in case I want to create a so just in case I want to create a tutorial out of this later, I'm going to go ahead. I turned off the music for a second. So if you want to do focus stacking, what you need to do is go to File, Script, and load files into Stack. And then you'll need to go browse and find those. These are going to be at the bottom of this because I keep forgetting and putting them in with all my vacation pictures. And they're not there. That's cute. Okay, where did you put them this time? All right, well. All right, let's actually go find our pictures first. Show and Explorer, too many selected. Okay, let's just select one. And you put them in a completely different folder today. Interesting. I wish I could figure out what drives that, because that's going to drive me batty. Okay, so those are all in. It doesn't look like. Let's just do it this way. Let's export all those. Export to desktop, photo stacks. Okay, yeah, let's just do it that way. And then we're going to rename that to custom name action shot. And we're going to keep the file format the same. Okay, so we're going to go to File, Script, load files into Stack. We're going to browse for that stack. That stack is going to be desktop and photo stacks. We'll just sort by details. I'm having one of those days where technology just is not agreeing with me for some reason. Speaking of technology not agreeing with me. There we go. And then you want to do attempt to automatically align and create smart object. I don't know that the create smart object is that important. I've done it both ways. But then what you should get, it'll take a second to load all that. You should get in Photoshop. Oh, I think the create smart object failed. No. Let's file. Yeah, script. Load files into stack. Let's do these again. Click OK. I am not going to create a smart object this time. There we go. So if you do it right, you should get all of these layers here. So you've got, I've got all 6. And then you want to image. Okay, so you want to edit and auto blend layers. That should give you the option for a stack image. And then that'll actually go through, and if you want to look at all of these, you can see it creates a mask for each one, and it kind of just looks for the sharpest part of the image and gets rid of everything else, and then stacks those all together in one nice image, just like this, and it gives you this merged. And then you can export the merged. Export as PNG is just fine usually. And I will put that into War Crew. Looks like caps lock is on. And there you go. A nice focus stacked picture. Ready to put on Instagram. Looking at this, like if I were to do this again, and in fact I can, do it, I would actually probably go develop, create a mask, because once I got it finished, one thing I noticed, let's see, what does it give me if I do subjects? It's okay. Actually, I can reverse that. Mask, invert. Perfect. Okay. And then, so what that lets me do. No, that's bringing up the background. Okay. Well, not perfect. Create a new mask. Create a new select subject mask. So this one I'll invert. What is going on? So this is another problem I'm having lately with Lightroom is whenever I do a mask, it drops my exposure to nothing, and I don't know why it does that. I think it's a bug, but I can't say for sure. No, invert means I want the background. Ah, there we go. So that makes it look a little bit more nighttimey. There's a little bit of issue with the mask. I probably wouldn't keep this. If you wanted to do this right, you'd need to go through and actually clean up those trees. So whenever it does complicated masks, the odds for it missing parts of the background start to become really tall, really high. And that's what happened here. So like if I turn that off, it'll look a little more natural. And you can change the amount. Okay, and then once you have the one you like, you can sync everything. That didn't give me the sync option I expected. Okay, there we go. And just add your masking in and then synchronize. And action shot 2. Export those. Let's see if these work. I am not sure why there's 5 of them and not 6 of them. It doesn't really make sense, but oh. Okay. All I want you to do is export these exactly the same way that you exported them mere minutes ago. Image format, original. I'm assuming maybe applying the mask changes the file type, but that seems weird. All right, let it rebuild these previews. And then we will auto blend. And unfortunately, we did not. Let's just delete that layer. Let's select them all again. Oh, I gotta get rid of all the masks. Well, actually, I wonder if this will just work this way. It probably won't. Let's go to edit. Come on. Auto align. Nah. All right, we'll just re-import these. No. No. File. Script. Load files into stack. I'm going to be an expert at this here very soon. Action shot 2. Oh no, let's not do it that way. Let's find ARWs. Action shot 2 through there. Okay. Now automatically align. That's actually a good example where you can see the archer in the front is out of focus. And now that we have all those, select them all and go to edit, auto blend, stack. Didn't want to do that. You can tell I don't work in Photoshop a ton. No, we're still just moving that layer, but that's okay. This is the only layer that really matters. Well, is it? What the hell? I don't want to just zoom in forever. Oh my gosh. So her face didn't quite get into focus there. Makes me wonder if any of the originals, well, what did the other one look like? Yeah, her face was about the same in that other one. It probably means I didn't actually get a good picture of her face. Oops. But I do like, let's export this. I don't want. All right, so here's the new one. Yeah, so you can see this one was much darker. And this one is much brighter. So I like that. I think this one's ready to go. And besides her face a little bit, which, you know, you won't really be able to tell zoomed out, looks pretty good. Like if I were to retake this picture, what I'd probably do is put the short bushy tree in the middle. Actually, that would be good, right? Because you got the two tall trees, the short bushy tree. Let me take a look at that. So now it's more of a matter of thinking about, like, artistically, what do we like about the picture? And unfortunately, sometimes with my workflow, that's not the first thing I think about. What are you doing, machine? Why do you keep doing that? Alright, probably way more than we need. Mostly right now, a lot of this work has just been trying to get the workflow set right. Whoa, that was weird. Lightroom. Not seeing my photo. I just think I need to see if there's an update for Lightroom. It's been acting really weird lately. Should be updating automatically, but I don't think it is. Okay, can we import? Should be connected to my camera. Okay, so is this one. But all you've got is 3 really dark photos on there. All. What is happening right now? Hmm. So I guess if you use the Creators app, it's not storing them on my phone. That doesn't make any or on my camera. It doesn't make any sense. I guess I need to look into that too. Cool. Okay, well I have a workaround for that. Man, technology is just being bizarre today. It's like half of my workflow is wasted time just because technology doesn't work the way you expect it to, right? And so you're just constantly like, why isn't it there? Why isn't it there? Why isn't it there? Why isn't it there? Why isn't that working? Why is Lightroom not generating any previews for my photos anymore? It's really kind of weird. All right, so a couple things I need to do. I need to change my video settings so they work with my importer. That should be pretty straightforward and easy. I need to take some more photos because they didn't work, which is really weird. Let me actually Google that. Oh, it's apparently a setting that's supposed to make things easier for me. That's cool. Menu. Network remote shooting setting. Let's test one. I think I fixed it. Man, this thing is so finicky. That's all right. We do this long enough, it'll become second nature. But we're a little ways from that. Okay, next problem. That would be Lightroom Classic. Shift Alt. Oh, we finally got support for my camera. Yay. Oh no, I don't have the R. I just have the regular. Yeah, you can turn those off. That's so weird. Like in my camera viewfinder, these pictures are like bright and amazing looking, and then when they're coming out, oh no, they look fine here. What the hell? That's super confusing. Alright, well, that's fine, whatever. Now what is going on with these? Whatever. Develop. I want you to stick with one-on-one. And then what we want is do this. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, hey, now it kicked the exposure up instead of down. But it picked up that tree as the subject. Damn it. Actually, I honestly don't mind if it brightens that tree up a little bit. Everything else looks bright. I like it. Okay, we're gonna turn that off and we are going to go now to sync. And we're gonna add our mask and we're gonna add our crop. And we're gonna synchronize all of those. And actually, one more thing I want to do. I want to add a circular mask. Let's create a new mask. Create new, blue sky, background, people. I don't want any of that. I want a radial. Thank you. Okay, and then let's sync that too. All right, and now we will library export these. We will export them. Third time is hopefully the charm. We don't want to do anything post-processing. We now I've lost my option to not change the file format when we export it. Oh. Metadata, watermark, post-processing. Hey, B-Bum. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for that raid. Appreciate it. I hope your stream went well. I am I'm taking some miniature photography and doing some photo stacking, and currently fighting with Lightroom. So if you're familiar with Lightroom Classic, let me know. Blah blah blah. What was I trying to do? Okay, Lightroom Classic. Export as. Right click, choose export, and set the image file format. Okay, let's try it that way. Photo merge, go. Export. Huh, yeah. Leslie, thank you for the first time chat. Hey, Orby, how you doing? You probably don't remember me, but I've seen you once or twice over the years. All right, so what I've been doing, I'm a miniature painter on top of a million other different things. And so I've been building, where did they go? I feel bad I haven't been able to stop by for a little while. I've been trying to get myself up and motivated in the morning, and that's made it hard. All right, this is what I've been doing. So This is a photo stack. So this is what we call a focus stack, where you take multiple photos, you stack them all together, and so it lets you kind of make sure that you get really good, crisp details on all of these, which is sometimes really hard to do with a camera. So that's kind of been the goal of today. There's been some ups and downs. I just was having some challenges with Lightroom, so I just reset a bunch of settings, and in the process seems to have lost an important setting that I care about, and I can't figure out how to bring it back. Because now it's automatically exporting as JPEGs, which we do not want. How's that banjo coming along? Go to File, Export. Export to hard drive. Okay. In the File settings. Yeah, see, it's like I'm missing a panel. Oh, there it is. That's really annoying. Original. Apparently it was just the scroll bar on this was making the thing disappear on me. That's Let's try this again. All right, we're gonna export. We want to export all of these. Whoa. We want it as original. We do want to rename to custom name. Now it's going to be stack 4. I get lazier every time I have to create a new name. Yeah, what are you thinking on that resonator? Like, are you literally going to try to build a resonator? Are you doing it out of like wood? You know, I know for banjo, a lot of times it's more like, um, you know, like a drum or something like that. So I'm intrigued of what you're going to build for a resonator. All right, so we've got all those exported finally. So now we need to go to File, and we need to script. You're going to do it out of wood. So there's which is a great idea, by the way. It just reminded me. So there is a band here locally called Trash Can Joe, and their banjo is actually made out. There's a, I think it's a garbage can lid they use for a resonator. Quite entertaining. They're actually a pretty good band too. Action. Yeah, table star exactly. And then like are you gonna have like some sort of a skin? Like are you gonna do like make your own kind of drum or okay, here's stack 4. We did a bunch of photos on this one. This is probably way more than necessary. Well, we'll import all these. It'll take it. Oh no, those are coming out as ACRs, not ARW. Okay, stack 4 ARW. Ah, okay, that makes sense. And then we want to automatically align these when we import them. So that'll take a second while it imports all of those. That's probably way more layers than I need, so that's gonna take it a second to go through all that. Okay. Now we have some weird artifacting going on there. Kind of curious what's going to happen when I stack all these. Hopefully I can just crop it out, but we'll see. I think it's going to get funky. I don't think this is going to work. No, no, it actually worked. Hallelujah. No, it didn't. What is going on? I just noticed his hand. He's got like 2 hands, 2 faces, 2 swords. He's possessed by chaos. Oh yeah, 2 bows. Okay, I think I know what happened. Remove. Delete. Okay, for some reason, everything is not syncing. So the treatment and profile should sync. But it is not. See, this one has got like the brighter tree and everything in the background. Looks really nice. Obviously, it needs the focus stacking. But then it just drops it. I could do it all manually, I guess. It just feels excessive. I shouldn't really have to do that. Oh, I get what's happening. When it's reapplying the mask across the images, it's doing a better job of it in some than others. That's too bad. Because I really like. I mean, I guess I could go into all of these and go into this mask and do. Why isn't that working? Mask, brush. There's a brush. Not changing the mask at all. That is so weird. That must be a subtraction mask, not an addition mask. Let's see. So which one is that? All right, I think we're about ready to export these again. I'm hoping that, as I continue doing this, this will eventually become easy. Stack number 5, and let's call it A stack, so it's at the top of the list, just like the phone book. Anybody remember those? Image format original, ship it. Load files into stack, browse for files. A stack, no, we don't want ACR files. We want ARW files. And let's automatically align those. It's going to take it a few seconds here. Loading. And then we will auto blend and stack them up. Hey, no pixels were more than, okay, I don't know what that means, but it probably isn't good. That's okay. Actually, that one looks pretty good. So apply a little bit of a crop to it. What are you doing? Oh. Ratio 1:1. Okay, I like it. It's kind of like a nice starry sky look. Actually, let me pull this over. It's got a nice starry sky look. The trees are kind of popping. Miniatures are all pretty visible. Yeah, I would probably, if I were to redo it, I would change maybe the positioning of the models. One of the things that's limiting me here is the base that I have everything on, because it's circular. If I zoom out too far, it's given me some drop off that I don't like, so it's showing some of the background. But it's kind of a fun little action shot, and really more than anything, just was using this as a way, kind of just repeat, right? Like, so all the problems that I kept running into, this is just a good way to learn. Okay, I had this problem, so go solve this. Had that problem, go solve that. We got there. It finally worked, and now I'll export to this. Actually, I'll just export this. Okay, and then I hate to do it because I know you all just showed up here, but I was actually it's time for me to go grab some lunch. So, what I'm gonna do is go find someone else to raid with all you fine folks. Let's go see what is going on. Do you want to watch more making stuff? Let's see who I'm following that's online right now. All right, not seeing anything too great there. All right. Well, actually, in that case, I'm just going to get on out of here. So thanks for coming by again. Appreciate it. I will catch you all next time.